The image studio's goal is to support clients with effective communication. So we want people to be seen, to be heard, and to be understood. And we do that through holistic programs that focus on a person as a whole. So we look for strengths and development opportunities and shape them so that all of your impressions are positive and memorable. The advantage for seasoned professionals is that you've had this vast history to be able to build this network of people that you're able to make positive and memorable first impressions to. We talked about social media and Facebook and Twitter. Another advantage of seasoned professionals is that you don't have that to clean up. You can start fresh. The younger people you're interviewing with they grew up on those things and they have cleanup to do. You're able to start fresh and make those positive impressions to the network that you've worked so hard to build. Within 10 seconds, people are able to make judgments about your professionalism, social class, intelligence, and morals. So let's talk about how we can align the way we look with the values that we hold and why the way we look is so important. We live in an information age and everything's at our fingertips. We have Google. Anything we want, we're able to get in seconds. And that is why people are making their opinions about us, their judgments about us within seconds as well. So the way we look should not matter as much as it does, but it does, and that's the fact of it. So I want to address some of the issues that are going to help you overcome the image piece. So some of my fellow panelists talked about soft skills, being compatible with the culture that you're interviewing with, interviewing or meeting with the 27-year-old HR manager, connecting with the hiring manager who may be younger than you. So all of that communication is your nonverbal communication. Those are your soft skills. And if you are getting the interview and not getting hired, then that's the piece that we need to work on. We need to figure out why, when you're in front of that person, you're not communicating with them. And communication is verbal. It's a combination of verbal, behavioral, and visual. So you may be articulating with them, you may be talking with them, they can hear you, but they cannot hear your message because they're distracted. They're distracted by the way you look, the way you're presenting yourself, and a number of other factors that you may not be realizing. List 3 attributes that capture the essence of you, and I want you to pick them aspirationally. So think about who you are, the values that you hold, and pick 3 attributes off of this list and write them down. And if you feel as if your visual image is representing the attributes, your aspirational attributes that you've selected off of the list. So your visual image is made up of wardrobe and personal grooming. We're going to focus heavily on wardrobe today. 1, because that's what kind of my field is, and 2, wardrobe takes up the biggest piece of visual real estate. You can see it from down the block. Your hair will change, your makeup will change when you go out into the weather, but your wardrobe, that can make the biggest impact on the person you're making an impression on. 85% of our clients who are 45 and older have been utilizing the same grooming tips that they have always used. So they've used the same type of eyeliner, the same haircut, the same products, and that doesn't work for a number of reasons. 1, skin changes, hair changes, the way you want to present yourself changes. Most women that are our clients over 45 need to shorten their hair and lighten their hair. Those are the grooming pieces are what most people are not keeping up with as their age changes. So let's talk about wardrobe. Purchase the best fabric and fit you can afford. Focus on quality over quantity. So it's not how many outfits you have, it's the quality of the outfits you have and the ensemble that you're putting together. Clothes pressed, no stains, and always dress for the job that you want next. All of these very simple tips are words that connect with smart, savvy, leader, being detail-oriented, approachable, mature, credible, positive, sharp, competent. So those are all important pieces for for aligning with those brand attributes. I want everyone to think for a second about what is in their current closet. Think about what you consider to be your core wardrobe. So 5 to 10 pieces that you consider to be your core wardrobe. And ask yourself if any of those pieces are over 5 years old, if they've been professionally tailored, if you're not able to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe, because there are things you can do to what you currently own, changing hemlines, changing shoes, changing jackets, small changes that can be done with a tailor to utilize what you currently have in your wardrobe. Okay, and the tips I want to leave you with is, most important is to use the eye of an objective outsider. So that is very hard to find, and that is why people pay for services such as personal branding, because they don't have an objective outsider to give you the opinions about how you look. If you don't, use a personal shopper at a store, use a friend. Better yet, take pictures of yourself. Pictures do not lie, and saying that you don't photograph well is not accurate. Take pictures of the outfits that you're wearing to your interview from all angles, and look at them and look at your aspirational words and say, does this picture that I took look creative? Does it look successful, polished, well-groomed, put together? And that can be your objective outside eye. Dress for the job you want and not the job you have. Proper fit is key. We cannot articulate our brand, our aspirational words, when our clothing fits improperly. And that everyone always says they get dressed when they're going somewhere. Oh, I'm going to work, or I'm going to dinner, I'm going to the movies. Dress as if you are always going somewhere. Your next opportunity can be at a laundromat, at a park, at a coffee shop. So you're always getting dressed. It's not just when you go to work.